Hi, I'm Sandy Wycoff, and I own the Chatham Clothing Bar and Chatham Kids, and I'm talking today with Stephen Williams, who has Click Cape Cod and Cape Cod Daily Deal. Hi, Stephen, how are you?
Good, Sandy. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Under the circumstances.
I know. I wanted to check in and see what was going on with you. What's happening?
Excellent. Well, this isn't my first Zoom call over the last 3 weeks. I don't think it's probably anybody's at this point. Um, but yes, I think we've done two takes of this because of technology and the half-broken internet because of everybody that's been using it the last 3 weeks. But I said I was in a Chatham state of mind, which I guess no one knows what that means, but hopefully it's a good place to be and people are starting to think about what happens in the new normal after all this. My business is Click Cape Cod. We do website development. We've done that for 20 odd years, website hosting, but we also do a lot of other IT work, which I think in our initial preliminary conversation we touched on, such as being a Lenovo PC dealer and selling computers and servicing networks and wireless and various things that have become a little more focal given the quarantining and everybody trying to work from home.
What kind of challenges do you run into with that? I mean, what are the calls like that you're getting?
Well, we're trying to keep the ship open, and we've let them bump from their homes, and some of the guys in my office have their computers at home, and a couple have been. We've still had a person that's maybe one at a time at the office to field calls. Technically, we're an essential business because we have database administration, and we've been trying to support people's needs as everyone else has started to work from home. We had a run on all of our inventory of laptops, and those all sold immediately the day that everybody had to stay home. People's kids are out of school for months, and they're trying to be remotely educated. So there's actually a shortage of hardware and computers. So I immediately ordered a couple of more and try to get those timely for people. And we're trying to offer whatever services we can to be of help. A lot of people don't know how to configure their routers and networks to access their computers at work from home, and remote access and port forwards and some of that sort of thing. And so we're just trying to stay afloat and be a resource for the people that we've been serving in all different areas.
I would be one of those people that doesn't know how to configure things. So how do you do that? Do you FaceTime with them? I mean, with the stay-at-home orders, how do you help people get set up?
We do. We have our own seats for one of those log me in rescue programs, so we can remotely control people's PCs, so we can walk them, actually do the configurations for them. If you can pop onto someone's PC, we can get into their router and set up port forwards that'll get them into their office, computer. And we've been able to sort of with social distancing still be able to support, not exactly in person, but almost in person. We've made some deliveries and dropped some things off for people. And, you have more time to do that when you can't go to the office anyway. So I feel like my head's been on a swivel for 3 weeks, and every hour of every day, I try to keep my staff employed, and we've been working towards the SBA loans, and you get 250 emails a day explaining these wonderful loan opportunities, but there's X number of people processing them. So it's been 3 weeks, but it took me 2 days to fill out the form. I'm sure I'm not alone. And then I got an email that you could log in, and then the login option went away. And then they said, you got to reapply the short form. And that's been 4 days since I did that. Not even an email confirmation that it's been received by anybody. So everyone's trying to help, but you got to keep in mind there's somebody behind the desk somewhere that can't handle 200 loan applications at once, or 2 million, I guess, in this case. So
Exactly.
I don't know where it's going to lead, but it's interesting for sure.
So tell me about Click Cape Cod, or the Cape Cod Daily Deal. Tell me about the Cape Cod.
Cape Cod Daily Deal. Yeah, Cape Cod Daily Deal is plugging along. We have about 67,000 active subscribers. It's our 9th year. We at one point we hit 18,000, and I thought we were off to the races, and now it's at 67,000, and so it's pretty incredible the reach that we have for marketing. I hope that as we move forward that we're going to be quick to be on the rebound of this, because businesses are going to be sort of starved for business literally. And I don't know if the seasonality will be as important. So usually the spring is booming for us, and we're doing, thousands and thousands of dollars of sales every day and helping to boost and promote local businesses in the shoulder seasons. But the last weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we sold $0 and we didn't have deals. So we've got space on our calendar. We're looking at some sort of revamping what we're doing in the short term. We used to have like a split second deals category, which we've never really had the time to ramp up too much, but sort of thinking about just smaller discounts to show the business's appreciation and drive people to certain places for takeout, where we might be able to offer for a business a $10 or $20 gift card for just a few dollars off. But I think people would appreciate any savings, and it still allows the businesses to have a huge reach. So we're here, and we're still driving the bus forward and trying to promote businesses and trying to promote resources for COVID-19. And we've been trying to put together some links that way. And that's something that we can also distribute and reach a huge audience.
What kind of program would you put together for COVID-19?
Oh, I just think we were looking at, we did a community forum, and we talked early when the first quarantine, when this first began, and I was looking at, with the social media marketing that we offer for customers and that we promote for ourselves, at creating sort of even more specific hashtags that people could use when they're offering any services, services to the elderly, services to shut-ins, deliveries, any kind of relief, people who are scared, whatever it is. But the Cape Cod Chamber immediately was using the hashtag In This Together. And so I suggested to Mary at the Chamber that we use In This Together, and we advise people to use that hashtag and even add the town name for specific local resources. So if anybody sees this and has something that they offer, or because a lot of people have been on Facebook saying, oh, well, I'm willing to go, I have the time, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I want to go and deliver groceries or deliver any kind of support to people who can't do it and who don't have the resources, or the family, or the elderly who shouldn't be in contact with people, that those people don't know necessarily how to find those resources. So rather than make them search the hashtags, I figured we could search the hashtags and put together a list of resources by town and then push it to our email addresses. And if some of these folks who may be shut in are in our database, then they're going to get the information rather than have to go look for it, because a lot of people don't know even what a hashtag is. So if someone uses a hashtag In This Together Chatham for a support service that they're offering, whether it might be food or they're open for takeout or anything, and we can go and look that up on the various social media channels and compile it into a sort of one page of resources, whether it be through the town website or other places. And then we can send that out or make it available on our website and distribute it to our database. It's just an idea, because anything we can do to help,
I love that. I think that sounds great. I really do. We just signed up as a company for a Cape Cod Daily Deal.
That is correct. I know that you'll be promoting a couple of deals this coming week, which I think is excellent. And I think that the forethought to sort of a lot of folks that run deals are in the mindset on Cape Cod where they don't want to offer them to be valid during the peak season and these sorts of things. And we try to encourage fewer restrictions, obviously as few as possible, for the consumer, because the consumer doesn't want the restrictions and the merchant does. So, but I think that in your case, to have the foresight to make the thing available throughout the whole season up until the end of the year, up until Labor Day, I think in this case, I'm not sure exactly, but extending the expiration periods, and it's going to drive people to the business. And I think that when we come out of this, maybe to be able to have that infusion of a little bit of capital, and then to be able to give people the opportunity to redeem it when they are on the Cape, depending on how the world landscape changes. You could go through the whole summer and only have 5 people at a time in the shop. You want to get the people, you want to get this in their hands and give them the opportunity to come to you. You don't know how it's going to end, so I think everybody's kind of on eggshells about it. But
I agree. And I think that even though we've put a Labor Day end on it, you're right. Nobody knows what's going to be happening. So the idea that you can leave it and extend it and change it and do something different, and that literally you would have the ability to go back to all of those people and let them know that's
right.
Crazy. I wouldn't be able to do that. That's
right. And that's something we've offered. A lot of folks have contacted us who've bought gift certificate, Cape Cod Daily Deals for restaurants, and a lot of those end in the spring, or they were, from last year or from the turn of the Christmas season, and they end in May or they end in June 1st, and no one knows if we'll even be able to go to a restaurant by then. So they'll email us and say, wow, I have 5 restaurant vouchers that I'm not going to be able to use. Well, we're the marketing agent, so I can't just give them their money back because the restaurants are provided with the funds. We get a little share of that, but basically we direct them to the restaurants, but we are working with the restaurants and encouraging not just restaurants, but everyone who's offered deals who have expiration dates to extend those and send them an email that says this deal that you have, it may say May 1st, but it's actually going to be good for 90 more days or whatever. And then I guess that's subject to change. Some folks haven't wanted to announce the extension because we don't know how long this is going to last. So I just encourage everyone who is holding deals to be patient, and hopefully, and most of the merchants we work with should be accommodating.
Exactly. I think that's fantastic. I love it. Well, I'm excited, Stephen. Thank you. You shared a lot of really great information, certainly a lot that I didn't know. So thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. And thank you.
My pleasure. And I wish you the best, and be safe, and be healthy. And hopefully everybody keeps our fingers crossed, and maybe we can emerge from this changed, but still in business and still in a thriving community that Chatham is.
Exactly. Hopefully stronger. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.